all of a sudden, bus gets pulled over and police have come on now. I don't know what this is about. There's a dog in there. How is he gonna get out? What the hell? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining me here for another day as we travel across Turkey. Today, we leave the beautiful city of Bursa behind and we move on to Izmir. Izmir is one of the oldest cities in all of Turkey. It's also the third largest and it's a very liberal city. So it's very westernized and it should give signs of Europe. So I'm excited to see how it changes from Bursa. Bursa are very religious, very Muslim, alhamdulillah. But yeah, we're just going now for the bus stop. Once again, I'm using the Move It app to get around and it's making life so much more easy. As you can see right now, it's very quiet here in Bursa and that's because it's too bloody early. After a 15-minute bus journey, we are at the coach station. I love this coach station, by the way. It is like an airport. There's about 50 million coach companies though, so it's a bit hard to navigate it. But we're gonna try and do it all in person as well because we don't have a Turkish phone number, so I don't think it would work if we booked online anyway, but let's find out. Look how many companies there are. Okay, so in order to find the fastest coach, because some are 5 hours, some are 3.5, so where they're getting that extra hour and a half from, I have no idea. But we're going on Google and there's this site called Obilet and it shows you all the coaches. So we found this one, Kamilkok. Now we just find Kamilkok and we book it just like that. Assalamu alaikum. At 10 o'clock, yeah. We'll have 15 minutes if we get this one. And it should get us there by just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not bad.
Where is it?
Izmir. Can we go to Izmir, please?
Izmir.
Yes, please. The 10 o'clock one, if it's still available. Two people, yes, please.
Passport.
And we have secured the ticket. It cost £20 for the both of us, so like 10 euros each, something like that. Anyway, I have to be honest with you right now. I cannot eat any more kebabs. My stomach has been the worst, the absolute worst it has ever been because I've been eating so many kebabs. So today, I'm gonna give myself a challenge, and not because I want to, but because I have to. I'm only gonna eat like sandwiches and stuff from the shop. So we're eating just from shops today. Because like I said, my stomach's been absolutely ruined off these kebabs. Okay, now the rush is, we've got 3 minutes and we need to find the right coach. I think this is the gate that we need to get to. 33, 34, 35, 36. I just don't know which one it bloody is. Izmir, where are you? Izmir. No, it's not this one.
What's it?
It's Izmir. No, it's not. It's got to be here somewhere. Or maybe it's not even pulled up yet. Brother, you know where this one is? They just straight up said, I don't know. I guess we just keep asking. Or maybe the bus is just not here yet. Usually the buses arrive exactly on time. I'm just going to ask all of them, why not? Excuse me, brother, this one here. Izmir.
İzmir bu değil.
This one? No. One of these, yeah? I think we were rushing for no reason because everyone I've asked now, they just said no. So I think that means, I think this means wait. So we're just gonna wait. The hard part is everything is in Turkish. And obviously a lot of people here, they don't speak English, which is cool, but it's really hard to actually find where you need to be. Anyway, this says 33, 34, 35, 36. 34, 35, 36 is here. So I think inshallah we just be patient and eventually the bus might just show up. We've been sat waiting for over 15 minutes at that stop and the bus is still not there. So I think maybe it's gone, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna go ask the desk where I bought this and see if he can drop us a bit of info because it's 1:15, well no, it's 10 past now, so it's 10 minutes late.
Sen nereye? İstanbul'da mı? İzmir.
Yeah, I'm waiting at the stop.
İzmir, değil mi?
Yes, Izmir. Yeah, Izmir. Look, I will sit here,
Otur.
but no bus.
Bekle.
Right. He's ringing the bus for us now to see if it's late. Let's see what they say. I literally asked everyone at that stop if it was the bus, so it must be late. Bro, the fact I don't speak Turkish makes everything a little bit more difficult, I'll be real. But he just rang him now, and I'm sure he said that our bus is pulling up now. But I said to Iman, because she's outside with the bags, I said, ring me when the bus shows up. She's not even rang me, so we'll see. Ya Allah, please make this easy. It feels quite stressful today. Usually we don't book it. We usually, if we do book it at the desk, we wait like an hour before, so we have loads of times. But today we booked it with like 10 minutes, so. Can I go out this way? Okay, we've got on this bus now. It says it's for Bodrum, but I gave him the guy the ticket and he was like, yeah, jump on mate. I was like, this is definitely for Izmir. And then the language barrier kicked in. Didn't know what he said, but he was like, yeah, give me your bag and everything, go sit down. So I presume this is the right bus, hopefully, inshallah. Bodrum is on the way anyway to, Izmir is on the way to Bodrum, sorry, so it should work out all right. I showed him the ticket as well and he was like, yeah, go and sit down. So hopefully this is the right coach. It's very late, by the way. If this is the right coach, which I think it is, it's now 25 past, so it's 25 minutes late. Right, the coach journey has begun. Let's give a quick review of this coach. I don't really think it's that good, mainly for this reason. The legroom is Ryanair standard, mate. I cannot even fit my legs in here without pushing them to the side. It has a screen, which on paper looks amazing, but guess what? It doesn't even work. You can't actually... Oh wait, it does work. Alright, never mind, it does work. Maybe I just needed to wait for the bus to start driving, but it does actually work. I was trying it for ages to get it to work and it wasn't even working. Okay, so it does work. The screen does work. Let me just see if something else works. Okay, only certain things work. Yeah, so only the TV channel works. The rest, yeah, just the TV channel works, nothing else works. I do have a recline here, but it's not a good incline. It's average at best, but we've had a bit of a problem already on the bus. The food cart tipped over when he was turning around a corner and he spilled all the drinks on the floor, so a bit of a sad situation. Since I'm only eating things from a shop or pre-packaged things today to try and help my stomach, I'm going to help myself to probably a little cake or some crackers. This is mad, we're almost at Izmir. All of a sudden, bus gets pulled over and police have come on now. I don't know what this is about. I don't know if he needs to check our passports or what, but this is so random. Oh, there's just a police guy on the bus. Yeah, I think he's checking IDs. Everyone seems to be getting some sort of like card out and he's taking a picture of them. Everything went super smooth. He just checked the passport, checked that we had our stamps in our passport. I was going to film it, to be honest. Don't film it, don't film it. So I didn't film it. And we've arrived in Izmir. As you can see, we've just jumped off this coach here, I think. And look what there is. Doner. Everywhere you bloody go in Turkey, I promise you, anywhere you walk, within a 5 minute radius of walking, there is doner. Everywhere, honestly. I was surprised if we drove down the street in that coach and there was just doner in the middle of nowhere. Oh, look at the dog. Yeah, but on a serious level though, I never knew that Turkey had that much amount of kebab everywhere. It's literally every street you turn. And sometimes I wonder, like, how well will it do for business? Like, in just these random locations, there is just doner kebab everywhere. But it's literally the cheapest food here. And that's why I've had it like, I think I've had about 6 to 7 kebabs in the last 3 days. It's been brutal on my stomach, absolutely brutal. But I've enjoyed every moment of it. Anyway, luckily that app I mentioned at the start of the video, Move It, it seems to work. Bursa, it works in Izmir as well. So, from our current location, find routes, and then it should give me, if the app decides to bloody work, oh, start point. I don't even know where I am. This area looks mad impressive. And you know the coach stations here in Turkey? They are like airports, man. They really are like airports. The one in Bursa was just like an airport. The one in Istanbul was pretty impressive. And this one is just as impressive. Look at this. It kind of reminds me of Medina. You know how they have those like umbrella kind of things? Very impressive. Looks pretty modern here, to be honest. I know it's a really big city, but I'm kind of intrigued to see what it's like because it actually used to be a Greek ancient city, obviously thousands of years ago. And the city itself is 8,000 years old. Half of it got destroyed in an earthquake though, and then got rebuilt. So some of the ancient ruins are still here, which we'll go see later. But for now, I think it should be a pretty modern city. Looks pretty modern here anyway. Alhamdulillah, Google Maps is working again. It's much better than that other app, to be honest, so I'm just glad it works. Anyway, this is our bus, the 302. Hopefully this just takes cash? No, I'm paying by card. Well, I'm going to try anyway. Oh, don't do that. No, I think it works. The Uber would have been £8, but because we got the bus, it cost £1, so a lot cheaper. Izmir seems a bit more rough and tumble than Bursa, definitely. You know, when we were driving through the bus. Also, actually, a good thing here is the buses were huge. You know, back in Bursa, the bus would be packed full of people, and it's the smallest little bus. But here, the bus is huge, but it seems a little bit more rough and tumble. And hopefully, I can show you what I mean when we go out later. But it seems a little bit more rural and a little bit more, maybe a little bit more sketchy. I don't know. I don't really know much about Izmir in terms of crime rates and all that crap. I try not to look into it too much when I travel anymore. Sometimes it knocks your mindset, you know. It's like the news. Never watch the news because the news just corrupts your mind and makes you think, oh, I should never go here, I should never go there. And then you go and it's sound as over. But our hotel should be just down this road. So let's see what £30 a night gets you in Izmir. Oh gosh. Is it this one? Oh, I was looking here and thinking, oh, we're in trouble, man. Well, this is the hotel. The reviews for this place are average, very average. So we'll see. Maybe it's dead. Where is she going, bro? Reception here or reception here?
You guys have reservation?
Yeah, we have a reservation for Lewis Hague. Oh, look at that, they've got little Ottoman Empire figures here. Yeah, of course, yeah. Here you go, brother. Cheers, man. Oh, thank you. Oh, very nice, comfy. I feel like I'm in a business meeting. Feels very businessy. Based off the first impression, I can't see why anyone would give this place a bad review. It seems really good. Like the lobby here looks insane. It looks like you're stepping into the bloody race. Very beautiful place, very clean, modern. Honestly, I can't see why it's got bad ratings. It does have bad ratings, right? Semi-bad ratings. Yeah, it's one of the cheapest places you can book in Izmir. In fact, if we like the room, we might even book another night. We might even get a little bit excited and book another night. The only thing that would make me give a bad review to a place is if it was ridiculously unclean or if the Wi-Fi was like dreadful. Like the last place, the Wi-Fi was dreadful, but I won't leave a bad review. Anyway, here's the room. Oh! 2 single beds. Mad. But the room itself is super clean. There's a place to sit, place to eat. There's free water provided. It's just clean. Yeah, it's just nice in here, man. I don't know why people leave bad reviews, honestly. Even the guy downstairs was mega helpful. He's like, you need anything? Do you want someone to carry your bag up? I'm like, no, I'm cool. He's like, if you want to order food, just scan this QR code. We'll bring it up to your room. For £30 a night, that kind of service. Some people are just like, weird, man. They leave bad reviews for the stupidest stuff. Look at the bathroom. Damn. In England, you'd be paying 30 quid just to sleep in the bathroom. Anyway, I'll be honest with you now. I think I'm scrapping the whole idea of only eating food from the shop. Because I'm in Turkey. They've got some of the best food in the world. I want to enjoy it. Oh, yeah. Now it's a double bed. But yeah, they have some of the best food in the world. Why am I going to restrict myself just because I've got a little bubbly belly? So I'm still going to eat a little bit of restaurant food. But I think I'm going to avoid kebabs. I think kebabs might be the problem. So we'll cut out the kebabs and we'll try some other Turkish food today. Just before I left the hotel, I thought, I'll scan the QR code and see what you can get delivered to the room. I saw a lot of Asian food, but they also deliver a blow dry, quick daily makeup, eyebrow and moustache shaping. So you can actually get a makeover to your room. crazy. Anyway, we've decided we're gonna avoid the kebabs, as I keep mentioning. We're gonna go for a pide, which is like a bread with salami and cheese, and it's pretty delicious. We had it in Istanbul like over a year ago. It was all right, it just needed a bit of sauce, a bit of seasoning, but if there's that on the table this time, we know to obviously season it up and make it taste extra delish. The area we're in is quite quiet, like it's like a back street area. Hotel is just over there. It's quite a quiet, nice little area. But then obviously the main busy street is just at the end down here. I'll show you in a second. The big roundabout, it was packed earlier. When we're getting off the bus, it's like the traffic just was not moving. I'm starving hungry, man. I'm so hungry. This morning I've pretty much just fasted because I was so nervous about getting the coach this morning. I thought if I have a big breakfast or I drink something that's fizzy, then I'm gonna have a bad time on the coach, but alhamdulillah, nothing like that happened. So I'm currently pretty fasted. I did have a cake this morning, but that was at 8 and it's now 3 or 4-ish. So I fasted most of the day so far with food anyway. And I've not even drank water as well, because yesterday I drank water and it was like, yeah, it was not good. So I've avoided everything today. So I can't wait to dive into some real Turkish food, man, and just fill up. And this is the main street here, very busy. There's a big like earth in the middle. The world is yours, baby. Scarface, the world is yours. The eyes, they never lie, Chico. Anyway, the place we're going, I think, is down there. Let me just pull out the maps and have a gander. Yeah, it's... Right, I'm getting a little bit confused here. So it's across the road. Oh, I don't even know. Do you know what I can appreciate in a country? A good traffic system, a good crossing system. Bosnia was probably the hardest, right? Not for crossing the road, but for getting taxis. It was impossible to find a taxi in Bosnia. It was so difficult. Whereas here they've made it much easier now. They've introduced Uber, which didn't used to be a thing in Turkey, and now they promote it like crazy. The airport, Uber. So Uber is very popular here, and also the crossing systems are really, really good. They even have them underground like they did in Bursa. So crossing the road is a breeze, man. It just makes your trip a little bit smoother than fighting with the road every 2 minutes. There's a lot of construction going on here. That's what I mean about it. It's quite rural. Just if you look around, it's like a lot of construction, a lot of broken buildings as well. I don't know where that's from. Alright, before we get food, I'm gonna run it up in the pharmacy real quick and try to get some tablets for my stomach, because I don't want this to be like a long-term problem. Also, where's my hat, bro? Look at my hair. Looking dead. I should have brought my hat. Okay, I bought my medicine. It cost me £1. And guess what he said to me? Don't eat kebab. That is literally what he just said to me, is don't eat any kebab. The way he just said it to me was like, it's a common problem. Like, everyone's having a problem with their stomach because of kebab. He specifically said, don't eat kebab. Eat oranges, eat fruit, eat smitty or something like that. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to try to eat some of that as well. But at least I'm not the only one, you know. A lot of Turks are having the same problem, a bubbly stomach. Dolgana. This place is the one that sells the pide. It's the best rated on Google with a 4.3 rating. All the others are like 3.7. I think this shouldn't mess up my stomach, you know. It's just bread, cheese. Let's go and try it. The food has arrived. I've gone for a sausage pide, and I don't even know what this one is called, but it looks ridiculously good. I kind of wish I got that one, to be honest. It looks so good. It looks like a thin, crispy pizza. It's like a thin, very, very thin, crispy pizza with cheese, meat, tomatoes, oofed, and then a little complimentary salad. But obviously, we ain't eating that. Let's be real. I'm gonna try it first without all the sauce and salt, because maybe the one I had last time was bland, or maybe it's just the way they cooked it. Let's try this one. This one. Oh, this one is so good. It reminds me of like a cheese on toast with some halal sausage on it. It tastes really good. The sausage tastes banging. Oh my gosh, it's so full of flavour.
Try mine.
It's so like fresh and salty. Let's try this one. As soon as I saw this one come out, I thought, damn, I should have got that one. Bismillah. That one is different gravy, man. That food got destroyed. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. That was really good munch, to be honest. That Pide tasted banging. Way better than when I had it in Istanbul before. And eventually, I need to actually get a trim. I think I'm gonna get a trim while I'm here in Izmir. It seems like the kind of place where it would be good to get a trim, you know, it's very city-like. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to get a trim in the next few days, because look at the head top, bro. Ugh, how are you even watching this right now? No, joking. Yeah, I thought I was wearing my cap today to try and hide the dead trim, but I must have left it back in the hotel. Right boys, after walking some of the dodgy streets of Turkey, we finally arrived at the back. Somehow, I don't know how they put it here, but in the back of all these like dodgy back streets you walk through, I'll show you when we walk back, maybe if we walk that way. Here is a Roman ruins museum. 2 people, how much?
565, 62 Turkish liras.
So the ticket price for tourists is €6, but I think if you're Turkish then it's only £2, so it's a lot cheaper if you're actually just Turkish. So show up, get your Turkish accent on, carve up a kebab and you'll get in cheaper. Here's your ticket. You go first. How does it even work? How'd you get... Let's just walk through, we've got a ticket. Just walk through. So this is actually just useless. Right, so this is what we came here for, the Roman ruins. This actually used to be a marketplace during the Roman times, but it was actually destroyed by an earthquake. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of things got destroyed. But then the leader, Marcus Aurelius, sounds like a familiar name, but I don't even know who the bloke is. He ordered it to be rebuilt, so I think he was probably like the leader of the Romans or something. But anyway, he got it all rebuilt, and there's still some graffiti and stuff in there from the time it was actually built. So 2,000-year-old building with 2,000-year-old graffiti. That is pretty bloody impressive, and I think it's probably the most impressive thing I've seen anyway that Izmir has to offer. So definitely worth a visit, just for the fact of how old it is and the significance of its history as well. 2,000 years ago, used to see people buying from these little shops. Crazy when you think about it. 2,000 years ago, that is a crazy amount of time, you know, that is older than the Quran. Mad. Wow, brother, look at this tunnel. Still preserved just how it was. Crazy, look, little windows. Oh, it's beautiful. So as you can see, a lot of it was destroyed. I think this is still destroyed from the earthquake, but there's still some of the major structure involved. These look familiar. Also, Izmir, across from Izmir, when you look over the sea, there is all the Greek islands. So Izmir actually used to be run by the Greeks and the Romans and then the Ottoman Empire. So it's got a lot of history, this place. A lot of history, a lot of traders happened over this place. 2,000 years, brother. Earthed, long time. Me love you long time, since 2000. Me love you long time, like the Asian, no, me love you long time, like the ancient marketplace. Oh, no photos or videos allowed. Never mind. So back there in that area, yeah, there is like graffiti on the walls from the Roman times, bro. When they used to sell things, they'd get chalk, write their prices on the wall, and it's still there on the wall. Can't show it though, man. I put a sign there. I don't know if it's in that bit, but it said in the basilica basement, so it could be even lower than this, or either it means that bit, I don't know. But wait till I show you this bit. Oh my gosh, this part is just so beautiful. Earthed. Brother. Oof, look at this. That's an Instagram photo right there. Growing up, I never cared about history, but as I've gotten older and the more I've explored, I've realised how just beautiful history actually is. And just to see this, subhanAllah, it's very, very, very beautiful area. Look at this. It's exactly like the ones in Athens, Greece. Also, this running water is crazy significant when you think about it, because back in the day this would have been the fresh water for the marketplace. People would have been sloping it up, and also a massive importance for the Ottoman Empire, the Muslims. You know, you can make wudu in this fresh running water before you hit your salah. So this part is actually very important. Yo, come on. Wow. The views. Subhanallah. There's even a bloody dog in here. How did that get in here? Oh, it's like a village area there. So someone lives just there right next to all this. Nice little view to wake up to in the morning. Also, they are still doing a lot of like, what's the word where archaeologists come along and like brush the ground and that. They're still doing a load of that here. So this area, for example, you can't actually go into because I think they're still digging it up and that. But here we go. Here's some of the ruins. Some of the marble that was still left behind. Do you know what's mad though? Do you feel like humanity's maybe gone backwards a little bit? These men were shifting these massive rocks to build really impressive structures like this. And now we've got a bloody McDonald's on every corner and a kebab stand. Where have we gone wrong here then? £6 well spent, I think. Oh, the trees and the grass just make it look even more beautiful, to be honest. The contrast of the white with the green. Oofed. Of course, shout out Marcus Aurelius as well for getting this rebuilt. What a legend. Love you, Marcus. It's honestly crazy to think that most of this rock used to be them and all that structure down there. It's just nuts. Even if you look over here, this is why you gotta love a little bit of history. Have a look at these, look. They have Allah's name in them, brother. From the Ottoman Empire. Let's go around and have a little gander at them. But they've even got on top of them, bear in mind, some of the Ottoman Empire is hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Look at this, brother. They've got like the Ottoman Empire hats on top of them. I think these are for gravestones, to be honest. But look, in them is like calligraphy. I'm not sure what writing it is, but there's some calligraphy in there, and you can see Allah's name in some of them as well. Subhanallah. Look how Allah reserves things for us. It's crazy, crazy. It looks like someone's house is here as well. There's a little cat in the window. Oh, what a place. What a bloody place. So Izmir was meant to be just a stopping point for us on this trip, as just to break up our trip to the next location, which we'll see maybe tomorrow if we go, or maybe we'll stay another night. I'm really not sure yet. But I didn't think there was that much here to see, but even just to see this is worth it. For £6, brother. Whoa, look at this. Oh no. There's a dog in there. How is he gonna get out? What the hell? I just thought I'd come over. There's a bloody dog in the hole. Do you need help, mate? Like, how are you actually gonna get out? I'm being serious, because that's a pretty big hole. Look at him, he's just chilling. Right, I'm gonna have to mention this to the woman, because I can't just allow this dog to sit in this hole. He's just staring at me as well. He's looking at me like, are you gonna give me a hand? And I will tell someone for you, mate, all right? But I can't help you out myself, because it's just, I just don't think I'm able to, mate. But what are the chances that there's a dog in the hole? Look, he's just chilling as well, look. Don't get me wrong, he's probably cooler off in there, but he definitely should not be in there. Right, let me take a picture of him as well to show the woman, otherwise she's gonna be like, what are you on about? There's a bloody dog in a hole. Look how much there is over there that you can't even get to yet. I don't know, maybe in a few years they'll start opening it all up. I hope so. But this is what it looks like from above. Look how perfect it is as well, like the complexity of it. It's really incredible. And how much water there is everywhere as well. Like, life starts with water. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest, but ooh, look. Look at that. You can see there's patterns in the floor, and apparently this is from the Roman times. That's what the sign just said back there. So all these little patterns in the floor, and they're beautiful as well. But they're so, like, precisely perfect. That's what always gets me, is how perfect they look. Like, someone sat there and placed a stone perfectly, covering this whole ground area. Even look at this. Can't get there, but they've built underground tunnels. It is nuts. Mosaic building, late Roman period. See, it's from the Roman Empire. This. One minute. I need to show you something. There is a dog. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. There is a dog stuck inside.
Okay,
yeah.
security.
Okay, nice one. Seems like they're closing shop here, so I'm gonna have to tell this bloke. I'll just show. There's a dog in the...
İşte Ayman sen okay.
Yeah.
Biliyorum bana da işte bir tane daha götürdün.
Aynen oraya geldi önce.
Nice one. Oh, look at that. Nice view, isn't it? Look at that. Didn't see any of that. I didn't even know you could walk that way. Well, they're closing now anyway, so looks like we're leaving. They don't really seem bothered. I was showing the dog, he's like, oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Mate, there's a dog in a flipping hole, you need to go and get it, mate. It's baking hot, that is 36 degrees here today, and there's a dog stuck in a hole, you know what I mean? That's the biggest problem of your day. Go and get that bloody dog out. Anyway, we're walking now down the main road here. Look at this cat. Anyway, we're walking down this main road here now because we need to buy some fruits. My situation is not getting any better, so I need to take these probiotics and the other tablets he's given me because honestly, it's not getting better and might even be getting worse. I don't know, but right now I'm suffering. My stomach is a mess, actually a mess. There's a tuk-tuk in the middle of the street. Oh, it's a bread delivery tuk-tuk. I was gonna say, I've never knew that Turkey had tuk-tuks. Never seen that. Only yellow scamming taxis. Come to the Turkish sock, whatever it's really called, the supermarket, this one. Because we need fruit, man, I'm gonna have to just start eating fruit instead of this fast food. Yeah, where's the fruit? There was a shop around the corner selling fresh fruit. Oh, jackpot, baby. This is the shop you want, mate. Our hotel's 2 minutes down the road, and then I just searched fruit shop. This shop popped up, so tons of fruit in here, look. Tomatoes, some veg as well. Let's have a little courgette. Right, let's have a little chat about Izmir. It's actually one of the biggest cities here in Turkey, and it's also one of the safest, which is crazy because London, biggest, unsafe. Casablanca, Morocco, unsafe. But Izmir, one of the safest. But it's really weird. The vibe here is really odd. Some streets you turn down a corner and it feels like you've just been pinpoint dropped in the middle of a city in Ukraine or something like that. It feels dead European. And I know they call this the most liberal city, but it really feels European and Western. There's areas as well that look like, okay, this is the high street, this is where I'll be busy. And it's just dead, like there is just nothing going on. It's completely dead. Now, don't get me wrong, today is a Sunday, so there are a lot of things that are shut. But even like the street our hotel is on, you come out of the hotel sometimes and you're like, why is it so dead? Like there's not a single person around. Maybe it's because it's a Sunday anyway. And I always thought Sundays in Muslim countries are just normal days, you know? It's only England that has the rest day on a Sunday because it's a Catholic country. Is it a Catholic country or is it a Christian country? I can't really remember. Bursa has just set the bar so high that it's going to be hard for any other city to compete. There is one more city that I think might be on par, maybe better, and that is Konya. This place is meant to be nuts, and that is part of the plan coming up soon, inshallah. But so far, yeah, Izmir's not too bad. I think it's better if you have a car because there is a beach here and it's a massive place. It really is a huge, huge city. So I think if you had a car, then you'd be better off because walking, you're just not going to get to most of the places. Like, there's an interesting thing here as well, a castle, but getting to it is like a mission. So that's why we're not doing it. But we're heading now to the seafront. So they should be selling like fresh fish and there should be nice restaurants here. Obviously, I'm not going to be eating because my stomach has been a mess. So we're not going to eat anything there. I'm not anyway. One of the biggest problems we're having, it's not the heat, surprisingly, although the heat has been Jahannam's hot, but it's actually this floor. It is, look at it, super slippy. You literally have to walk along this yellow floor because if you don't walk on this, you will slip. Like, it's so slippy, even in man's shoes. She's got the Birkenstocks on and even they're slipping. Have a look at all of this. It's like being in France. Look, these buildings, they look kind of French. Wow, subhanallah. I love this area. Anytime you're near the sea, it feels so much cooler, you know. When you're walking around those streets, they're so hot. As soon as you get near the sea, it's a little bit cooler and nicer to walk. And although the streets are quite dead today, I mean, very dead, there's still quite a lot of people that have come for a nice little walk down the pier or the harbour, whatever you call it. Anyway, it's nice anyway. Oh look, they've got a little scooter lane as well if you want to go fast.
For you?
Oh yeah, you can hire the scooters. Last time I tried to do this, it didn't work. The app just didn't seem to activate, so I couldn't even use them, but I would love to just whip down one of these. As you'd expect, all the fresh fish restaurants are here, just facing the sea. That catch of the day actually is a catch of the day. You know in England when they say catch of the day and it's like a frozen fish? It's a scam, bro. Whereas at least here, I would actually somewhat believe it is the catch of the day. You've got all these people as well outside the restaurants doing fishing, so I don't know if they're linked or not, probably not. My brothers and sisters, that is gonna conclude Izmir. Tomorrow we're moving on down south to, you'll find out tomorrow. Anyway, if you have been watching these videos every day, I really appreciate you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm grateful. And yeah, drop a comment, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and inshallah I will see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.